Good afternoon, YouTube. It's man all the way George Page. Coming to you live on YouTube. Well, I gotta get a shout out to my brothers who are a fan of wrestling, and that is one Mr. Gucci23, and also one Mr. Reef the Watcher. And also to my sister Miss Fishiana and my brother El Coche. As you know, they're fans of wrestling, and it's been a while since I did any wrestling. And the last couple of times has been the passing of a couple of wrestling legends. But this is some big news. As you know, CM Punk has made his return. Friday night he made a return on AEW Rampage, which is a new show that's kind of like, I think, supposed to be go up against the WWE's what was that thing? I used to remember it. SmackDown. Latest to SmackDown. And it's been a while since Punk has wrestled. His last bout was 7 years ago. And it was at, I think, the Royal Rumble, if I can remember it. And, he was, he just left on not so well good terms. Punk, as you know, was a multiple-time WWE champion. And, he had very popular. He had the straight edge, thing that was very popular. His look and style. He even had a little group. And he had the title for quite a time. He beat John Cena and a couple other guys here and there, to get that title. But I think the issue was between him and Vince McMahon. And I think it was more than just that you see on the front. There was stuff behind the scene that no one really seen and talk about. But that's the reason why he left. And he started a new career, which was in mixed martial arts. And, he fought over there at the UFC because he was good friends with Dana White. But his record was too good. He was 0-2. In his last fight, he got beat really bad by a guy by the name of, was it Mike or Mark Jackson, I feel it was. And it's been like a while back. And, and the funny thing is, he quit MMA when Jackson got fired because of his performance. He was just, touring with Punk. And, CM, I think that was not a good, I think he should have moved away from that because, I think he got into it too late in life. Most definitely. I mean, he tried to do what Brock Lesnar did when he went into MMA. But Brock is a bigger guy and he has that wrestling background. So eventually he wrote a book. I remember a while back he wrote a book. And I think it was a bestseller. He started doing stuff around here and there, doing interviews. Also, I think he did some acting. He made appearances in some movies here and there. And, he's married to the lady by the name of AJ Lee. And remember, she used to be there. She was there still after he left. She stayed maybe a year or two more after that, and then she left too, because that's her husband. She wants to support him. So now CM is in AEW, and he made his appearance in Chicago, where he's from. And I think that's a good thing. I think it was like, I saw it all on YouTube, how people were cheering. You were jumping in the crowds, hugging, kissing people. I mean, when you're like, JR is compared like almost Jordan-like, or Jordan-esque, when Jordan came back after he left, his father's death. But, CM's a pretty popular wrestler. So, like I said, now he's AEW, which has kind of been like, if it's like the Bellator of professional wrestling. A lot of old wrestlers are getting recycled. I think, Big Show went over there. I think they picked up Rusev. A couple of guys, I mean, a lot of guys who left WWE, Chris Jericho, he runs it. So, this is a big thing now. You got a star like CM Punk. So, what's the future for him? Well, like I said, with a new organization like AEW, it's a star bright for him. So, I think a lot of people will be happy, especially with fans of CM Punk. He's been out of action for 7 years, and just see how he's going to do and what role he's going to play in AEW. Anyway, this is me all the way George Page. Don't like, subscribe, don't subscribe. I'm out.